Good morning. Welcome to Smart and Messy Situations, Colored Roses and Thorns. And yes, what do you sometimes say? Smart and messy situations. And then sometimes you say smart and messy situation, colored roses and thorns. Because the original name of my channel was Colored Roses and Thorns. And the colored roses and thorns specifically speak about spiritual type things. So when I say smart and messy, colored roses and thorns, that will tell you that I'm about to speak about something that's spiritual. So this morning, I want to talk to you about vampires, energy vampires. And there are such things as energy vampires. What they do, they absorb your energy and leave you drained. As a matter of fact, not too long ago, a person said, I miss your energy. I automatically knew what they meant. I said, you're still that energy vampire. Let me turn a little bit. I said, you're still that energy vampire, huh? Absorbing people's energy and leaving them drained. Y'all know I say what I'm going to say. It's off the top of my head. That's my grandma. That's my mom. But anyway, energy vampires. If you've been in a relationship with somebody and you've been there for like years and it's not progressing into anything more, and it seems as though you're only having X with a S in the front, that's a person who is absorbing your energy and using you only for gratification or relief. And you have ever seen, there have been some people out there that only show up when they want X with the S in front. Those are energy vampires because that is all that they have to offer. They are either not willing to offer you more or they don't have anything else more to offer except that. So, and some people, especially men, will use X with the S in front to try to entrap a woman because we as females are emotional creatures. So some men will use, I call it sex magic, use X with the S in front, magic, because they know that some women are easily drawn in and they confuse lust with love. Let me remind you that lust is not love. Attraction, like if you're married and you have an attraction to your spouse, actual um, attraction to your spouse, that's fine in that spiritual context because you're supposed to satisfy each other. But if you're lingered on and a person's not offering you marriage, they're not offering you anything but X with the S in front, they are energy vampires. And they also use that to manipulate. I have seen people use X with a S in front, to manipulate people or the opposite sex into giving them money, um, doing things for them. Um, I've heard people say, well, use your feminine roles to do this, that, and the other. That is X with the S in front magic. It's sex magic. And people use it to manipulate, to get things that they want. Some people use it, let me move it against the shadow, use that to absorb your energy and keep you under their control. And then if they don't have, like, if they can't offer you something, if they can't offer you a relationship because of either selfishness or they just don't have the capacity or have it in them to offer you more, all they can offer you is X. And while they're offering you SX, they're also absorbing your energy. So you can somewhat tell if you're with an energy vampire because you will lose all sense of yourself, really. That's why it's very important not to sleep with people that you don't know on, like, I see people sleeping with people on their first dates. First date, you don't do that. You don't know those people. Have you gotten a real good sense of their energy? Oh my gosh, you could attract and get attached to an abomination. You have to be careful who you give your energy to. You have to be very wary of who's trying to absorb your energy or to manipulate you. You have to be aware of people. Some people know that it is lust and not love. Do not confuse lust with love because when there is love involved, there is going to be time spent. There's going to be a deep connection, spiritual sense. They're going to be able to have conversations with you, just deep seated type things. And they're investing their energy into you. Whereas an energy vampire, they want to hit it and run. They don't really talk to you or share their lives with you. Most of the time, they only see you in one arena. Um, they might be after money. So they're either always trying to manipulate you into giving them their money or you paying something for them or you doing something for them. But it's not an equal give and take type of thing. And sometimes they will disappear on you. That's because they're somewhere else absorbing somebody else's energy. Some of them may be promiscuous. An energy vampire goes from person to person to person. hmm So if they're coming in having nothing but sex with you and then they disappear, you don't see them for days or for days. You can't reach them by phone because they're somewhere trying to smack somebody else. I'm going to say the word smack somebody else for that word. Um, their phones are constantly going to voicemail because they're somewhere smexing somebody else. You understand what I'm saying? These are any energy vampires, and you're sitting up there like, Why is it still going to voicemail? Why won't this person answer the phone? That's draining your energy. After a while, you're going to start looking tired. You'll probably put on weight. You don't care about how you look. You're just sitting there in a daze waiting. When is this person going to come? Um, then when they come, they're going to love bomb you and, like, oh, this person isn't so bad. And then they do the whole cycle over again. They're going to say just enough, do just enough so they can get that cement, and then they disappear again. And it's a cycle. And they may have several people that they go to get snacks. It just happens to be your day. So if you're happy with something like that, well, that's you. But most quality women and quality men, if they're looking for a relationship, not just a sexual relationship, but something deeper, something spiritual, something lasting, whereas the person is not um, ashamed. If a person is hiding you from the world, if a person is not willing to share their last name with you, I'm not saying, because not everybody wants that type of marriage, but if they're not even open to acknowledging you to the world as being their partner or their spouse, honey, they're just an energy vampire using you for their own needs and their own release. So, next time you go on a date or next time you start seeing somebody, ask them where you're going with this. At least give it a couple of weeks. And try not to have sex with them like the first night. You understand what I'm saying? I've heard of these people saying love at first sight. Maybe that's possible, but they didn't say anything about love at first smack. You understand? Because your vision becomes cloudy if you have sex too early. And then you think you have this illusion, because some people are very good at creating illusions. And then you're stuck in this illusion of this person cares and loves you, when actually is all they're there for is to absorb your energy and to get what they want to get, and then leave you high and dry, literally. So think about it. Is this an energy vampire, or is this a person who really wants to build something and go somewhere with me? Or are we going to be stuck in this endless cycle, year after year after year, and really not going anywhere? It's like a merry-go-round. Same thing, different day. Thank you for joining Smart and Messy Situation, Colored Roses and Thorns. I appreciate you and I love you. If this can help you or anyone else in their learning journey or spiritual journey, please hit the like button. Thank you so much.